that I don't know what it is, but I've taken a good liking into this game for some reason. Especially since I started off the season right. Now that I know things are going my way, I begin to take more liking into this game. One, because I know people can't stand watching a baseball game, but you're not watching a full 9 innings on me. You're watching nothing but situational gaming, and with that, it makes the game shorter. So, the White Sox, third baseman. My player name is Junior Yamaguchi. Don't ask me why. Just know that it is. And right now we are in the league. We are in first place with 21 wins, 14 losses. The Twins behind us at 19-15, Tigers 19-16, Indians 17-17, and then the Royals at 13.2. Alright. Right now we are averaging pretty goddamn good as a team. So I hope to keep this continuously going. And let's get to this game. And anybody out there, for any home run that I hit, I will dedicate to each and every one of you guys that is tuned in watching this. If you guys want a shout out, go ahead and leave me a comment, say so, whatever you want to do.
Tuesday night baseball from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next.
All right, I'm ready for this. If you do not like baseball,
Michael Walker, the right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball in for a strike. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging at bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, Dero, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which...
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys they were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
All right, let's go. Try not to strike out and capitalize over here.
Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around them and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle.
Ooh. And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will...
All right.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Junior Yamaguchi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yes, I do look on bouncing back.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
2-0 now.
If I have a good guess, I'm going to take a power swing because he might
2-0 count and the pitch. Oh, not what you want to be doing on 2-0. Back to 2-1 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pagan is there, and he has it for the first out.
Bottom of the fourth, 1-1. Now it's the bottom of the sixth.
Digging in once again, Junior Yamaguchi. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. And now a curveball that bounces up the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Strike 2, swinging.
That movement on that slider.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Pagan moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now in the box, Junior Yamaguchi. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
On point.
Soler under third with no outs. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guarantee.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Junior Yamaguchi becomes the first out in the final. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top. They've got the work cut out for him.
Yamaguchi. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, you know, he had a good idea.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Chicago White Sox jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Tyler Daniel gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Pedro Mascara wraps it up for the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
From the south side, David Perez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock. Last 3 starts, ER under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
So let's do this.
Junior Yamaguchi.
This is where I gotta come in and be aggressive if I want to keep up this win streak.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To third. Moran right there. Yes. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Striding in for his first at-bat, Yohan Moncada, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games.
All right, I'm going to take an opportunity and take a chance on stealing this base. Let's wait for that front foot to pick up. The back one backs off the rubber, then that means we are diving back.
With the 0-1, he's running. Popped him up. Polanco coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, Dero. Runners at first and third.
That's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Here comes the 0-1. This one's flared off to the right side. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. On to first, a double play. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in. Back at guaranteed rate. Stepping into the box, Junior Yamaguchi.
Junior Yamaguchi.
All right, let's do this.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Gotta be ready for whatever's coming my way. Perfect.
Ball two now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone, get himself back in this count.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Leroy leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
It seems pretty goddamn in there.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
Ooh, I did not
and
know
another
that
foul ball.
Inside or outside, but that looked pretty goddamn close, so I'll fight it off.
Here's the 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike three called, and the inning is over. So stepping in, Junior Yamaguchi. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth.
All right. Situational, we got to get this.
Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field.
That's a deep drive.
And he will get there to make the running play. Up next for the Buccos, Rob Palsy. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take the deep. The chances of him scoring in this game become a lot greater.
In time to first, and there are two away.
Perfect.
Stepping into the box, Jordan Luplow. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. They have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
A tag, and they get him at the plate as one run scores, but not the second. Pirates get just the one, and that's all. Phil Hage is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
One hit, so
now batting, Junior Yamaguchi.
I need to get this.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball,
that
and he
requires
swings
being
through it
just
to
a
fall
little more
behind.
aggressive
For
and
this one
disciplined.
almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher
Three
going,
straight pitches just to
I
get
wish
me.
I was
That's
somewhere
beautiful.
anywhere else but on that bump right now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rob Palsy, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
I don't know how that happened.
Hit on the ground to third. Yamaguchi comes up with it. On to first, and there are two down.